Okay, hello guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, I'll be talking about how I actually began the path, how I began my path to blockchain development, how I began, what I learned, what I was able to learn throughout the journey, some courses I actually took, and I think I'll be dropping them in the description as well. A blockchain developer journey actually began about a year ago. I think it should be a year and a half ago. Actually, my whole programming journey actually began from a need. Actually, most times people began the development journey from actually wanting to maybe solve a problem, or maybe they want to get a new career, get a new job, or to maybe switch careers, well, transition and the likes. My own developer journey actually began from a need. I was as a college student, I actually wanted to solve the issue with my school and learning and all of those stuff. So I actually thought of myself and I said, okay, what can we use to solve this problem? And I thought, okay, develop a software, develop a computer program people can run on their PCs, and they can be able to address this issue, that issue that was actually involved. It was actually an issue that dealt with how students were able to participate in their exams. And so I thought to myself, okay, so where do you start from? And I actually did a little search, very very weak search, I would say, not a very appropriate one, and I decided to start, of course, with software. My first software development was to start with Visual Studio, right? So I downloaded Visual Studio and I began learning yada yada yada. I started learning C Sharp at the time. I was learning it actually in Visual Studio, just copying some code, forcing it in, the way we just try to inject and push the whole thing into it. And I was trying to do all of those stuff, but I think that didn't work out for me, because down the line I had issues, I think maybe with my PC or so, and that just really ended that. So I thought my next step I took was, okay, maybe let's do mobile development, right? So I said, okay, let's learn mobile development, and I took the mobile development part. I began learning mobile development at the time, and from there I learned Flutter, and I went online. I think the first mobile development I actually took, the course I first took was by Livetree. I think Livetree, yeah, on YouTube. And that feeling, right? When you first build your first app, I couldn't get enough of that feeling, right? It really hit me out, and that gave me actually the courage to go on, right? And then down the line, I began to see the traction. Blockchain began to draw real traction, and everybody was, okay, blockchain this, blockchain that. Let's start blockchain, and so just like everyone else, I began to look out for, okay, what can I start? How do I begin with? And I'm actually making this video post, learning a lot of stuff, and I like to give a little guidance, like, to anyone who's wants to begin their journey in this part. There are two types of blockchain developer, right? There are blockchain core developers and blockchain software developers. I explain this way. Blockchain core developers are those that, like Nakamoto, right, that developed the blockchain protocol, developed the architecture, the structure, how everything should run, layer 1, layer 2 in Ethereum's case, and all those stuff, right? Then the software developers are those that leverage on blockchain technology itself to be able to create solutions around blockchain itself, right? So in this age and time, right, there's actually more, you see more technologies coming around blockchain development. So more people tend to go into blockchain software development, right? And if you're going into blockchain software development, there are a few things you need to learn. You need to learn Solidity, which is very very important, since Ethereum is actually the strongest chain that has been leveraged on right now, or the strongest protocol leveraged on right now. Then also you need to learn how to develop smart contract. Of course, that's the reason why you're learning Solidity. Learn some key things to learn. Also learn how to build websites, right? Because majority of the web protocols actually rely on websites, right? Although there are mobile applications, of course, that run blockchain as well, but majorly just learn web development and learn mobile development. Sorry, not mobile development. Apologies. So just learn Solidity, learn React.js. That's that, because that will give you front end. When you learn React.js, I learn Solidity along the line. You're like going into two fields now. You learn web development. Now you've learned blockchain as well. And a course that actually helped me, right? It's blockchain A to Z, right? Blockchain A to Z. Just search it on YouTube. I think I'll add the link also in the description of this video. It's really helped me a lot to understand your blockchain architecture and how blockchain itself works, right? So few things to learn Solidity at the cap again, then Solidity, learn then React.js, right? How to build website with React.js, because you need that to leverage on Web3.js to be able to interact with smart contracts and the like. And again, take on some tutorials to learn how to build projects, or with build DeFi projects, right? All of this will really help you, right, to be able to gain a strong ground. In my own case, I actually began with blockchain core development, right? So blockchain A to Z really gave me a strong foot on how to actually stand, and with blockchain A to Z I was able to learn with blockchain A to Z I was able to learn how to build a blockchain from ground up using Python. That becomes very important, because when you learn something like that, it gives you a good strong understanding of how blockchain works, right, from the internal ground. And then when you're actually building blockchain software applications, you will be able to understand what actually operates and what stands. So I think that's for that. If you like to learn anything more, you can comment on put a comment down in the comments box below. But aside that, please hit the smash like button, subscribe to my video, and I'll be updating you as things go on. Cheers, guys.